right, so let's talk a little bit about the actual nitty-gritty of the transaction.
Oh boy.
Yes. So what's the first thing we talk about with a seller when they're trying to list their house?
Besides price?
Besides price. Well, for me, what I talk about is their motivation.
Oh, right.
Why do they want to sell? When they need to move?
Right.
And all that good stuff.
Are they staying here in town? Are they moving out of town? You know, or yeah, we go into all that.
Exactly. So we need to know exactly why, so that we can really know exactly how to best help a seller.
Right.
So that's the first thing that we can go into. The next thing we start talking about is what we think the property's worth, what the seller thinks the property's worth, what they actually need to get for the property as far as money goes, you know, what their mortgage balance is, do they have a second on the property, is it a short sale situation?
Right.
So that's something that we really need to determine. And then it comes to the comparables, which me and Charmaine, we love that part.
Yeah.
We love sitting down and doing all the math
Going through
and
it
figuring it out and all the calculations and coming up with a price suggestion for our client that we think would work best. But at the end of the day, we always leave it up to the client.
Right.
It's always, hey, this is the numbers. It's here in black and white.
Right.
We're going to tell you what we think that the house will sell for in your goal period of time. But at the end of the day, it's up to you.
It's up to, yeah, exactly.
Exactly. So then the next step is actually signing a listing agreement. We'll sit down in person. We go through the entire listing contract with you. There's other disclosures as well that need to be filled out. We then put the house on the MLS. Charmaine handles a lot of that, so a lot of data entry there. We get the home on the MLS, and then we get it pushed out through our brokerage to over 1,000 different websites that we syndicate on.
Yep.
In addition to that, we set up a mega open house, and we start marketing that about a week ahead of time so that we get a lot of traffic pushed to that advertisement. We're really trying to invite all the neighbors and everybody in the surrounding community to come and check out this house and talk to their friends about it.
Exactly. Friends and neighbors, if they know of it, or at church.
At church,
anybody.
anywhere.
Yep.
Sports, your
Sports.
family's super into
Yes.
sports, so
Yep.
that's a huge resource as
Exactly.
well.
Yes.
You know, many times we'll have a buyer that's interested before we even have time to get it on the MLS.
Exactly.
And that's our goal, is
That
to
is-
make it easy for the seller, because at the end of the day, and you can probably testify to this, even though you have nice people coming through, it's still just random people
You
just
don't
coming
want
into your house.
you don't want people coming in and out every day, and it is stressful because at times, you know, I know for me, like on the weekends, we'd be lounging, and then you get someone that calls and, oh, we're going to be there in an hour, so you're rushing around to pick up, and
You might be in the middle of dinner or cooking.
exactly, and then you have to clean up really quick. So yeah, we try to make it as, you know, seamless and smooth as possible.
In fact, I think one of the times we had a showing out, you were literally at dinner. You were literally eating dinner. You're
Yeah.
like, can you give me a half an hour to wash the dishes?
I was like, can I get the dishes away?
Exactly. So we try our best to sell the property ahead of
Yeah.
time, even before it hits the market.
Right.
So that's one of the very unique things that we do. Obviously, most people put a sign in your yard. We put a sign in it, but it happens to be an LED lighted sign. So a lot of people love that, and the neighbors come by and they look at it, and it definitely attracts a lot of views. So then we launch a highly marketed Facebook campaign. We call it the social listing method. So we always have professional photographs taken, and we have that made into a video, and we use that and we launch that onto a Facebook ad. And what that does is that generates a ton of exposure. And then based on the strategizing that we've done with our seller ahead of time, Charmaine and I try to think, you know, who's going to be buying this house? What type of person is going to buy this house? Are they a contractor themselves? Do they own horses? Is it maybe somebody that's going to be coming from Los Angeles or San Francisco or Arizona? Right. And we strategically market to those areas. So a lot of times on the higher priced homes, you know, if we're taking a $500,000, $600,000 listing, I'm thinking in my head, this gorgeous house would be worth $2 million in Los Angeles.
Right.
Let's show it to these people in LA and see what they, show them what they can get out here for their money.
Right.
Show them the tax benefits of living in Nevada, and really try to get this house sold.
Right.
So I think that's something that's very unique about us also, is we're not even just trying to sell it in Las Vegas. We're really trying to think for that seller. What is the best thing for the seller? You know, who is the most likely type of buyer that's going to buy this property?
Right.
I've sold a house that was off of Dean Martin, near the Las Vegas Strip, and it was in an area where there was a small subdivision. There was some horse land outside, and that was a hard one because we were like, who really is going to want to live in this? And we came up with, most likely it's going to be a casino executive that wants to be near the Strip, but a little bit off of the Strip. Maybe somebody that owns horses but doesn't want his horses on his property. They want to be able to board those horses and be able to have quick access. So I think that's another thing that's very unique about us, is we really truly care. We care about that client. We care about what they're going to experience, what they need, and how we can best help them.
Yes.
And we come up with a strategic marketing plan based on that.
Yep, I agree.
Yes.